Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Game 2 of the National League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do-or-die. First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, and on the hill in this one, Aaron Nola. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult for his opponents.
In now for the Reds, Jake Fraley. Fastball in for a strike. So we're underway here in game 2. Now the 0-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Now it's the Reds DH, Spencer Steer. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Steer, 27 years old, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Late with the swing there. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Elly de Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two out, space is empty. In there at the knees, and the count 1-2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's way high. And the count is 2-2.
2-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. through it for the K. And he strikes out the side into first. Reds down in order. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. This is the National League Wild Card Series on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and towing the slab in this one, Brett Lauder.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Bottom of the first, here's the veteran shortstop, Trey Turner. Inside, ball one. Turner with a homer in his last game. Chopped out towards short. De La Cruz. And a quick out, number one. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This is Bryson Stott. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
One out, base is empty.
3-1.
That one finds the zone, and it's 3-2.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Fraley makes the grab for the second out.
Batting third, first baseman.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Fastball for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
And that's outside. That one not close. And the count's even at 2. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. Down quickly go the Phillies. Scoreless after 1. Wild Card Series Game 2. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. Nola back to work. That misses, and that is ball 1. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher.
1 strike.
On the ground right side, and that one handled. Fires over to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, first baseman Josh Bell.
Here's Josh Bell.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
No score here in the second. Bell went deep in his most recent game. That one pushed foul. This one in the air. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
2 down, base is empty. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit. And that misses. And that's ball 1. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball. Grounder off the pitcher. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
2 outs, runner at first. TJ Friedl will hit next. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So no runs here and a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2, and Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Kicks and deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Alec Bohm stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Back when you played It wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Up and in, ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
That is his right fielder,
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. There's the strike. Man at first, one away. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing, and he breaks his bat. And Castellanos is out.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Smoked on the ground, a second. Tosses to first. Inning over. One left for Philadelphia. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the third inning, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Rhys Hines. Yeah, that's fouled off.
We're watching a pitcher in Nola that flew through the Phillies minor league system. He was drafted in 2014 and made his major league debut the following year. You can't ask for much more from the 7th overall pick in the draft. Man, the scouts got it right.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
And here is Matt McClain. Just missed. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-1. Top of the third, no score. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. headed towards the corner. Castellanos on his horse. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Two outs. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Castellanos gets under it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now it's JT Realmuto.
Catcher, JT Realmuto.
First pitch just misses.
Bumpy. 2-0.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Max Kepler now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Man at second. Fouled off. He was late. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Turner in now. Takes ball one off the plate. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. It's out of here. He hammers one out to center. His second home run of the series. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
One out, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Next offering is outside. That one missed. 2 runs across in the inning here in game 2 of the wild card series. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. And there are 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here comes Bryce Harper. His first at bat was a strikeout. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate, where this guy could do some real damage.
Edge of the zone, called a strike, and the count 1-1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the 3rd. That one's in there. That's strike 2.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. And it's 2-zip. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Spencer Steer. First pitch misses.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's the ball.
Well, these Reds, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Stays alive. Two down. On the ground, right side. A sliding stop over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Now at the plate, Elly de la Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. De la Cruz, an all-star a season ago, 23 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Boog, this offense is fighting for their lives right now. They're not ready for this season to be over, so they need to dig deep and find a way to get something going. Anything will help.
On the inside corner for a strike. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Aaron Nola the strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're still down. It's 2-zip. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Bottom 4. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That's outside, and the count is 2-0.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Walked his first time. That is upstairs for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Left field. Fraley getting an angle on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Castellanos in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a foul out of play. That one inside, and the count is 1-2. And that's a little bit high. Just missing there, and the count is filled up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Fraley should have it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Nola back to work. And there's a strike.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Stevenson in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The Phils leading by 2 here in Game 2 of the wild card series. Just missed.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Now 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The Phillies up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that clips the inside corner.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Stott over to first in time. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Up next for Cincinnati, center fielder TJ Friedl.
And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. Nola fires. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. That's inside. Tap foul at the plate.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
On the ground, out to short. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
And now the right fielder, Reese Hines, struck out looking his first time. And a foul ball. Friedl off of first with 2 away. Now 1-1. That one fouled off. Pitch misses there. 2-2.
2-2.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Phillies 2 and the Reds nothing. Wild Card Series
Leading off
Game 2.
for the
Brandon
Phillies.
Marsh steps to the
Center
plate.
fielder Brandon Marsh.
And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And he chases that one. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
On the ground, McLean throws to first in time, and Real Muto is out.
Now batting left fielder Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Called strike right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. The count now 2-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Fraley gets under it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. And that's downstairs. Full count now. Trey Turner would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find the zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Turner up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Movement in the bullpen. TJ Antone getting loose out there. Barlow getting cranked up as well. That one outside, and the count now 2-0.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2 outs. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting second baseman.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Brett Lauder won't go any further tonight, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
Andrew Abbott gets the ball
Number
now.
41.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
First and second, 2 outs. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Both 2 in this one. Just missed. And the 1-0. Inside, just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is downstairs. Bryce Harper on deck for the Phillies. Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. And that is the inning. Nice work from the Cincinnati pen there. We're through 5. It's the Phillies 2 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Philadelphia. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McLain. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And a good eye there. And now it's even up.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
So the lineup flips over. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Inside corner for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Spencer Steer.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Spencer Steer. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Oh, 0-2 now. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Phillies 2 and the Reds nothing. Bottom of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Outside, and it's 1-0. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Emilio Pagan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Santillan warming up as well. The 1-0. And the sweeper misses.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Struck him out without a swing. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball 1. That clips the corner. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Popped up to the left into foul ground. 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman Elly. Boom.
And here comes Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Now he breaks his bat. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head to the 7th now in game 2. It's the Phillies 2 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. In now for the Reds, Elly de la Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering preparing to come on if needed. Alvarado also throwing. Just missed.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner around second. De La Cruz headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Big RBI for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, had it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Aaron Nola's day comes to an end, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher on here, Orion Kerkering.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Bell getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Just missed.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
With the tying run at second here in the late stages of game 2. Swing and a ball popped up. Turner should have it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting catcher Tyler Stevenson.
And the batter now, Tyler Stevenson, 1 for 2.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And fouled off.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
And that's a little bit high. 1-1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in game 2 of the wild card series. And it is 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2.
So the tying run at second. That one to first. Harper takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down,
now
make the pitch, get the
center
ground
fielder,
ball.
TJ
Excellent piece of
Friedl.
work.
Next for Cincinnati, TJ Friedl.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh on the move. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Emilio Pagan.
Now pitching
Just trying
for
to keep this one
Cincinnati.
close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Nicholas
Leadoff
Castellanos.
for the Phillies. Right fielder.
Pagan measures 6 feet 2
Castellanos.
inches, 33 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. First pitch misses. And another ball. Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Man at first, nobody out. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Just missed.
1-0.
Runner at first with no outs here. To first, might be 2. Bell over to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Fought off foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
And they'll do it again. That's down and in.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you gotta love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
Left field, way back there. That one carrying. Goodbye, home run! He jacks that one out to left, and they add to their lead. It's 3-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. A nice job, recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked the cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
Kepler in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Candelario brings it in for the 3rd out. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Reese Hines. Kirkering back to work. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. And he's into second with nobody out. Now he launches a throw over his head. Good backup, though. He's right there and no advance.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So up next, Matt McClain, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Strike on the inside corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Ground ball up the middle. First out in the top of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Orion Kerkering gives way, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jose Alvarado.
Well, with a runner at third and less than 2 outs, he's coming in looking for strikeouts right here. Ball's put in play, give him a good chance at bringing home that run.
Now the left fielder, Jake Fraley. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 balls and a strike. Tying run at the plate. And that is out of play. Off the mark there, and that's ball 3. Spencer Steer in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The tying run at the plate. Good job to fight that one off. Chop back up the middle. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
From the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
At the plate, Spencer Steer. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Right through there for a strike. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Tanner Banks up and loosening in the pen. Strom also getting ready. Hines on third. Fraley over at first with 1 away. And a swing and a miss.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Fired to second. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. So a job well done from the Philly bullpen that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 3 and the Reds 1.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as
Number
we roll
64,
into the bottom of the 8th. Tony Santia. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's Trey Turner. He's already homered here in this one.
Shortstop.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Gets under and pops it up. McLean. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Ball one there. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. T.J. Antone up and throwing for Terry Francona.
That's the ball.
Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Outside low, and the count is 3-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
The rope into right, and that's a base hit.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman Bryce
One down.
Harper.
And now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Misses inside. Ball one. Just off the inside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one catches the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Here's Harper, the count 2-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Phils with a chance to punch their ticket to the division series when we return.
And this is more than you ever know. We here for winning and the feeling is incredible. All we do is take it to the ceiling when we
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Matt Strom.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Elly de la Cruz, 1 for 3. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 straight.
The 1-2. On the ground to short. Turner with the throw to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. Jeimer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2.
Swings and misses. The Reds now down to their final out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Bell stands in now and watches strike 1. They're down to their final strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
1 strike away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's off the mark. Going to count 1 and 2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And that's it. Series over. They are off to the NLDS. So the Philadelphia Phillies sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins and look ahead now to the division series.
Well, they really showed up, Boog, and so did these home fans. A lot of really positive energy in this ballpark, and I'm sure that had some impact at least. And this club has to feel excited moving on to the next round with a lot of good momentum on their side.